Welcome to Unity Church of Sun Lakes. I'm Reverend Jeanne MacLaughlin. Unity is a positive, practical, and progressive approach to spiritual growth, rooted in the teachings of Jesus and the power of affirmative prayer and positive thinking. Here at Unity Church of Sun Lakes, we honor the universal truths in all religions and help people discover and live their spiritual potential and purpose. We are an open-minded and accepting spiritual community that honors all loving paths to God. So I would like to acknowledge Odey von Nostitz for bringing the beautiful flowers this morning. What a beautiful presence of God that is. Thank you. And on that note, I'd like to call Odey up and Amy to do our opening song this morning. And I'll let you guys introduce the song.
So this was a challenge. Odey totally rocked it. It's our theme today is about words, the word. And Odey found something that y'all could sing along with us. And the song is actually a pretty modern, contemporary country song by Hawk Nelson. And Odey found the melody of the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
After about 3 hours of going through every song I own.
So she did it. She found the song which y'all can sing with, because everybody knows this, right? And let's give it a whirl.
Let's give it a whirl. Yes.
All about our words. Okay. Hit it.
They made me feel like a prisoner. They made me feel set free. They made me feel like a criminal. They made me feel like a queen. And they lifted my heart to places I'd never been. Then they dragged me back down to where I began. Words can lift you up. Words can break you down. Start a fire in your heart or put it out. So let my words be light. Let my words be true. I won't say a word unless I know it's true. You can heal a heartache. Speak over fear. You can heal a heartache. Just speak over fear. You can heal a heartache. Speak over fear. God, your voice is the only thing we need to hear. Words can build us up. Words can break us down. Start a fire in our hearts or put it out. So let my words be light. Let my words be truth. I won't say a word unless I know it's true. Let the words I say be the sound of your grace. Let the words I say be the sound of your grace. Let the words I say be the sound of your grace. I won't say a word unless I know it's true. I wanna speak your love, not just another voice. Oh, I wanna be your light. I wanna be your voice. Let my words be light. Let my words be true. I say a word unless I know it's
Wonderful. Well, we do have some newcomers in the audience today, and I would like you to introduce yourself.
Oh, you didn't say there'd be a microphone?
Oh!
Change it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sandy Weeks. I live in Cottonwood. I used to come 6 years ago, and
Wow.
I'm back now.
Thank you. Welcome for joining us. And let's see, do we have any others? We have a beautiful, shining, bright lady in the back row over here. Her name is Kathy Schumacher. And I just want to give her a big, I said that right, didn't I, Schumacher?
No.
Kathy
McCleary.
I email you all the time.
Somebody else.
So let's welcome Kathy and Sandy with our welcoming statement. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. And now it's time for our opening prayer, led by Reverend Julia Norton.
Good morning. Good morning. I don't know if y'all live here, but we had one storm last night. Let's close our eyes, go into our heart space. We know that God, the universe, is there always. And we share that with others in our smiles and our hellos, our hugs. And we look forward to our words today so that we know, and we always know, it's the truth. It's always the truth. And we share that. And we bring it out to the world. We listen to this beautiful music. And we look forward to everything we learned today from Reverend Jeanne's lesson. And we send that out to the world. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Julia. And now Odey will do the daily word for today.
Good morning again. The word for the day, oh, it's one of my favorites. Joy. I feel that just looking at all these beautiful faces. I delight in simple joys. Joy, it has been said, comes much more from wanting what we have than from having what we want. Reflecting on this thought, I embrace the simple joys that this day offers. I enjoy my morning coffee or tea, savoring its flavor and fragrance. Walking through my neighborhood, I greet friends, smile at people I haven't yet met. I enjoy the fresh air. I find satisfaction in taking care of my home, my work, or helping a friend. Even if I'm not with them today, I feel joy as I think of the connection with the people I care most about. I know joy whenever I look for possibilities rather than focusing on problems. My greatest joy is my awareness that wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, God is always with me. And from Psalm 16, verse 11, you show me the path to life. In your presence there is fullness of life. In your right hand are pleasures forevermore.
I'm going to need you again, Odey. As it is. Busy girl today. Thank you, God. So I found, are we there? Yes. I found in some very difficult times in Germany a man named Paul Sellet, and maybe some of you know him. He channels a council of 14 masters. And he has several books, and the first one is The Word. And you learn codes that you say, kind of like a chant, and it activates something in you, and you feel better. So I would like to do this today because it's about the Word, and we are all going to activate them together. And if you could just repeat, I'm going to sing the first part, and with Odey, if you could sing along the
Follow
answer.
me.
And we're going to go through it 3 times, and at the end we will have been all activated with the code. Okay, so here it goes. I know who I am in truth.
I know who I am in truth.
I know what I am in truth.
I know what I am in truth.
I know how I serve in truth.
I know how I serve in truth.
I am here, I am here, I am here.
I am here, I am here, I am here.
I know who I am in truth.
I know who I am in truth.
I know what I am in truth.
I know what I am in truth.
I know how I serve in truth.
I know how I serve in truth.
I have come, I have come, I have come.
I have come, I have come, I have come.
Last one. I know who I am in truth.
I know who I am in truth.
I know what I am in truth.
I know what I am in truth.
I know how I serve in truth.
I know how I serve in truth.
I am free, I am free, I am free.
I am free, I am free, I am free.
That's it. So we're all activated, right? Were you this, Mike?
And now Sheila Taylor will come up and do our meditation for today.
Good morning. Good morning. I always love that response. Our meditation today, can you hear me? No. Not very well. Well, I guess I'll be holding this, and that's probably a good idea.
Up to the foot mouth.
A little closer. Which chin does it go?
There you go. Mouth.
I've chosen a meditation for us today. In my mind, in my dictionary for me, meditation is a very quiet, special, private time. And it's the time to listen for me. So leading in a meditation seemed like, well, if that's what meditation is, how do you lead silence? So I chose the gratitude meditation. Gives us a chance to feel gratitude. It's not about just saying it. It's about really feeling it. So this is my attempt at helping you really feel the things you're so grateful for, as I will do the same. It's a simple meditation because at its core, all you have to do is just reflect on all the things and the people that you are grateful for. Gratitude meditation is a kind of meditation centered on feeling grateful for all the blessings we already have. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. So make yourself comfortable, relax. You may choose to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Slowly exhale. Again, take a deep breath in. Hold it. Slowly exhale. One more time. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax. Allow your many blessings to surface. As they surface, give gratitude. I am grateful. I'm grateful for the gift of life, to be enjoyed in a system to create the life I choose by remembering my thoughts, words, and actions create. The gift of my human body. Thank you. Thank you for my eyes to see, my ears to hear, a mouth to speak, hands and feet to move about, heart and lungs, feelings. Thank you. Thank you for feelings to better understand. Thank you, God, for the health I enjoy. I am blessed and grateful for the people in my life. Family, friends, neighbors. Knowing we are all one, I feel gratitude for the whole human race. I'm also very thankful for the challenging experiences in my life. Knowing everything happens for a reason, and that reason is my higher good. Thank you, God. I am so blessed. Take a moment more to savor this experience of gratitude for a few seconds. Really let it sink in, all of the blessings you have. Really feel that. When you're ready, open your eyes, slowly come back to the room with all of the joy and gratitude for the many blessings we all have. Thank you.
And now let us say the Lord's Prayer together. Heavenly Source, Thou who art everywhere, hallowed be Thy name, or Thy vibration. Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done, here, now, and forevermore. Fill us with the power of Thy mercy, and free us from the fetters with which we bind each other. Lead us out of temptation, free us from ourselves, and give us the strength to be at one with Thee. Teach us the true power of forgiveness. May this holy moment be the ground from which our future actions grow. Amen. So much to be grateful for. I could spend an hour in here just focusing on each person here. How much you've all lit my life up. And Sandy, I'll get to know you. But yeah, what a beautiful meditation. Thank you, Sheila. So today we're talking about the power of commitment, the language of commitment. The moment that we definitely commit ourselves, then providence moves too. W.H. Murray. If we advance confidently in the direction of our dreams and endeavor to live the life which we have imagined, we will meet with success unexpected in common hours. H.D. Thoreau. Once we have made a commitment to a way of life, we put the great strength in the world behind us. It is something we call heart power. Once we have made this commitment, nothing will stop us short of success. Vince Lombardi. These are compelling statements about the power of commitment. And this month, we're unpacking the deep and profound meanings behind these words as each week we experience firsthand the power of the life committed to being and doing that which we came here to be and do. Who was here last Sunday? You had an assignment, if you recall.
Of course not.
Your mission was first to be with yourself around the concept of commitment and to check in and notice if you have fear around it. And then if you do, to see it, to acknowledge it, to accept it, and to love it. Find the good in it. Second, you were to touch in with yourself through your spiritual practices this week. And to deepen into who you are, who you really are. And the answer to that question is found succinctly and powerfully in one of the statements in Talks on Truth, written by Charles Fillmore. Your I am is the son of the God idea, and all the possibilities of the principle through that idea are open to you. It's pretty deep. To know yourself is to know that you are I am, and not flesh and blood. Did you spend some time this last week contemplating ideas around this concept? I see some heads shaking up. Finally, I asked you also to spend time in prayer and contemplation, perhaps even visioning about what is up next for you to do in the world. So who did all of these assignments? Already did it, yes?
It just happened.
It just happened. This is natural. today we're going to build from there. And if you weren't here and want to know the backstory, you can always go online to the YouTube video and watch what happened last week. So as we've worked through, or at least looked at, our commitment issues, and as we've gotten greater clarity on who we came here to be and what we came here to do, our next question is, are we walking the walk? And more precisely today, are we talking the talk? I want to let you in on a little secret, what may appear to be a harsh reality. Every result of your life is the evidence of your commitment. Every result of your life is the evidence of your commitment. Said another way, we are committed to being and to doing what we are committed to being and to doing is reflected in our lives. So notice, I didn't say what we say we are committed to being and doing, and what we wanted to be committed to being and doing, and what we think we should be committed to being and doing. But what we actually, in real life, here and now, are committed to being and doing. That is what shows up in our lives. Your life reflects what you are committed to. It's a dead giveaway. What you are committed to also shows up in what you say. The language that you use, the words that you speak. What comes out of your mouth is an indication of what you are committed to. In Power of Commitment by Douglas Yeaman and Noel McGinnis, he says, commitments are initially most evidenced in our language, especially the language that we use automatically without conscious forethought. All words have literal implications. Unconscious use of language tends to perpetuate unwanted experiences. If you consistently experience failure in any area, whether it be relationships, finance, jobs, listen closely to all of the words that you use with reference to that aspect of your life. You will see how you participate in the creation of situations that do not work for you, and will then have the power to choose differently. The words we use are so closely tied to our commitments, both conscious and unconscious, that we are always as good as our word, even when we don't know that we've said it. Our words control us more than we control them. This is basic metaphysics. And yet, my, what sometimes comes out of our mouths can be often appalling. So I'll come clean. What am I committed to? I say I'm committed to actually getting back into shape and riding my bike, right? Walking 10,000 steps a day, I've made that commitment. But I actually know that this type of commitment is doable for me. I know I can walk 10,000 steps a day if I'm actually committed. I can ride my bike once a week. And I even put it on my vision board for this year. I have visioned myself in great shape. Even though I say this is what I want, I am obviously not committed to it. Maybe not obvious to you, but it's obvious to me because it's not what I've been doing. at least not consistently. And other than putting that healthy vision on my vision board, I haven't spoken the word consistently, sharing this wonderful goal with my friends and my colleagues. So in reality, I'm not committed to it. And I am definitely not speaking the language of commitment around it. And in further authentic, not always pleasant disclosure, I have found myself speaking code words for lack of commitment. So what are code words for I'm not willing to do what it takes to bring this about? Words such as, I don't see how this is possible. I can't. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't have time. I don't know how to do it. I'm afraid to do this. Those are all code words. I'll do it later. That's a good one. That's a favorite. And I found myself saying more than one of those phrases when it comes to getting my steps in. Sometimes at 10 o'clock at night, it's like, I don't want to. I only have 2,000 steps to go. So do you hear yourself in any of these? Yeah. In Talks on Truth, Charles Fillmore wrote, the personal consciousness is like a house with all the doors and windows barred. The doors and the windows of the mind are concrete ideas, and they swing open when the right word is spoken to them. Jesus Christ voiced a whole volume of right words. If you will take up his sayings and make them yours, they will open all the doors of your mind. The light will come in, and you will in due time be able to step forth. I shared with you where I really am not committed to doing what I came here to do. Now, I would like someone to share an example of where they absolutely are committed to doing what they came here to do, or committed to being who they came here to be. And we'll just listen and we'll hear where they're using the language of commitment. So I've asked Dennis if you would come up and share about his commitment to being a licensed Unity teacher.
This is probably, let's see, I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably the only big thing that I've committed to that I'm going to be completed, and by the end of, well, October 1st is the first day of skills demonstration seminar, which is the final thing. Next Saturday is my 3-hour test that I get to take. Yeah, I had a pack of 100 index cards to make notes for myself. What are they called?
Flashcards.
Thank you. And I used that whole pack up and had to go buy another set to make flashcards for this. So it's a little bit of stuff, but yes. The language that I used was always, I'm going to be a licensed Unity teacher at this time, and I really did have to make a commitment because I started in 2017, in February 2017. So yeah, it was a lot of work, and definitely did take a lot of commitment and a lot of reminding myself that I could do this. Thank you.
Who else? Who else has definitely some beautiful results in their life that you could come up and share how you used your language to get the results that you wanted?
Oh, I'm up here, look at that. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I'm a therapist. And my goal was to be the best therapist I could be. And I went through a whole doctoral program until I could write my dissertation. And then I was stopped by my mother's illness, and so many times of starting over and over and over again. And now I'm 73, and my friends keep saying, but why aren't you retiring? Retire, retire. I'm like, I love my job. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I don't love difficulties or hard times, but I help people get through them. I'm sorry. And so, and I'm committed to that. I will continue to do that as long as I can.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else? What are you committed to, and how is it showing up in your life? Fabulously.
Well, Jeannie, actually, you started this. I think it was this last January, maybe the one before. But do you remember when you challenged us to use whatever we had to make a commitment in that way? Do you all remember that when she asked us to think about what we had and what we could use our gifts for to make a difference or to change something? Well, I've been in nonprofit management for many, many years, decades. And after I retired, and after I retired again from being a minister, when you challenged us for that, I decided that I was going to use those gifts to try and make a difference and help nonprofits. I didn't really want to go out and volunteer out in the big world, so I kept it close. So I'm on the board of the theater group, the Sun Lakes Theater, Community Theater, and now, thanks to just recently, I'm on this board. And the skills that I have, the organizational skills, were very transferable, both from my nonprofit management and from my ministry. Because you're working with volunteers and you're keeping people motivated and you're keeping an eye on the dollars and you're thinking about the organizational success of your own. And so the words I use to make sure that I am committed and do that are things like, I know I have a gift that I can share, and I will share it to the best of my ability. And I'll also be kind when I do it. Because sometimes when you're in a leadership position on a board or anywhere as a minister or as the CEO of the place that you are now, it can be easy to bulldoze people or bully them or decide you know better than anybody else. And that is really dangerous. Dangerous to your relationships, dangerous because it's not positive and it's not what we know to be the truth. So I just want to thank you for making me think about my skills and then put that into action. Thanks for putting it into action. Odey.
This is a lifetime commitment that I made and continue to have to work on. Most of you don't know, but I am a former motorcycle cop out of San Francisco. And I was a pioneer. I was in the first group of women to patrol the streets of San Francisco. Women weren't wanted by anybody back then. And so I was constantly being injured, and I ended up in the hospital every year for 5 years in a row. And I developed both types of arthritis throughout my entire body. 12 doctors told me it was progressive, chronic, and the rheumatoid that I had in my neck could be fatal, the type I had. I rejected what every doctor told me, because I was raised to believe that absolutely nothing is impossible so long as you commit to it, believe in it. And I knew that I could find a way, and it had to start connecting my heart to my brain. And I did. And I found, I used to say it was by chance, but I know better than that. It was meant for me to turn on the TV. I was so crippled, by the way, that I could not get out of a chair by myself without somebody helping me. I was in pain every day for over 20 years. Turned on the TV one day and found this program called Know the Cause. Don't treat symptoms, go to the cause. Isn't that a wonderful thing to do in everything in our life? Get rid of those symptoms and go to the cause and cure it. And I started following this program. And I won't go into it because it's long and so forth, but I started following it. I committed myself to this, and it was severe for the first 4 weeks. And that's all it took after over 20 years of being in pain. It took 3 weeks and 5.5 days. I have it down to the minute. I was sitting on my couch and I got up to go to the refrigerator to get some water, and I had my hand on the refrigerator door and I burst into tears because I realized I had gotten up by myself. And I have continued it, and I have spread the word as much as I possibly can, wherever I can. And I have helped people all over the country with all kinds of so-called incurable diseases, and I am committed to that for the rest of my life, and then some.
Thank you very much. So this morning I'm going to ask you to check your commitment and your language of commitment. If being and doing what you came here to be and do means living more prosperously and nothing is showing up, check your commitment to do whatever it takes and the words that you speak around prosperity. If being and doing what you came here to be and do means being in a meaningful, sacred relationship, and you're still alone, how committed are you to being the person who can be in that relationship? And what is your language about it? If being and doing what you came here to be and do means a vibrant and healthy body, what evidence do you have in your life that you are committed to your health? And what words do you say to yourself and others? If being and doing what you came here to be and do means sharing your gift to the world, and it does, what do you say to yourself and to others about it? Does your language reflect a commitment, or are you using code words that actually speak to a lack of commitment? I don't ask these questions to induce guilt, but rather to provide you with an opportunity for honest reflection and to serve as a springboard for your greatness. And what, my friends, is one concept we can be committed to that can move mountains? The concept, the language of gratitude. I didn't know Sheila was going to do a gratitude meditation. I love that. The words thank you are two of the most powerful words in the world. I love Meister Eckhart's words. If the only prayer that you say in your life is thank you, that would suffice. As of yesterday, we are 40 days out from Thanksgiving Day. Now is a great time to begin a 40 days of gratitude journal. So pull those journals out and just start every morning with one thing that you're grateful for. And you'll see that it'll move, you'll end up doing it forever. You'll be writing and writing and writing. And one of my favorite things to do in a gratitude journal is to thank God for things that haven't yet come. And then 6 months down the road, you go back and read it, it's all come. Yeah. Gratitude is powerful. So from this moment forward, live your commitment to be who you came here to be and to do what you came here to do through the words that you speak. And heed these words from Dr. Ernest Holmes in his book called This Thing Called You. He wrote, "Let nothing come forth from your lips that you do not wish to have manifested in your life." In closing, let's say our affirmation together, our affirmation all month long. Together, I am committed to being who I came here to be and doing what I came here to do. I am committed to living the life I have imagined. And there's one more slide. Today I stand committed, and I'm not turning back. Not now, not ever. Yes. And we have one more song.
Consuela. Please imagine this lovely song that you're singing it to yourself.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want to, not to say, but you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel more than words. What would you do? Now that I tried to talk to you and make you understand, so you feel that your love for me is real. What would you say if I took those words away? Then you couldn't make things new just by saying I love you. La-di-da-da-di-da-di-da-da-da. More than words. La-di-da-da-di-da. Now that I've tried to talk to you and make you understand, all you have to do is close your eyes and just reach out your hands and touch me. Hold me close, don't ever let me go. More than words is all I ever needed you to show. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I already know. What would you do if my heart was torn
And now it is time for our offering, where we have a basket on the table over there. If you would like to give an offering, put in your energy into this church, into spreading the word. It is indeed a blessing to have a New Thought group right here in Sun Lakes, Arizona, that we all have access to. That we all encourage each other to love each other, to love our lives, and to be what we came here to be and to do. So now let's sing say our offering blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am so blessed. Thank you, God. And now we will sing our blessing, I Am So Blessed, by Karen Drucker. We can do it up here. All right. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I give. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. And our offering gratitude prayer together. We give thanks for these many blessings of today, and know they are a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times this much, or more, is now on its way to me, and quickly manifests in perfect ways. And for our announcements today, I did not have a prayer partner sign up. Do I have someone to volunteer today to be a prayer partner? Reverend Julia will meet someone in the back if you would like personal prayer today. We have sign-up sheets in the back for November and December. Betty, do you have an explorer's report today?
Yes, I do.
I have been out of town, so I haven't gotten all the details of this that I need to give to you, but there will be a letter coming this week with a lot of the details. And if you want to be on this Culture Passes program, which comes from the library, you have to have a library card. That's the first requirement. And it will give you 2 free admissions to the Heard Museum, which is where we're going. So if you want to not pay, the senior price is only $17. You may just want to support the program that they have there, but if you don't really want to spend that money, you can squeeze in on this. So look for a letter. Please read your email.
We're having our board meeting today after the service. If anyone wants to communicate anything to the board, we are open. We have an open door policy, and you can join us if you'd like to. Let's see. Prayer team meetings every Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Reverend Julia. Reiki Share Group meets every Tuesday at 9:30. You can talk to Betty about that if you'd like to be plugged in. Our musician for next week is the Yayas with Brian Palmerino, Barb Horton. And Dennis has something?
All right, October 29th, we're doing a silent retreat. Julia has hosted that. So it's the culmination of a class we're doing, but it's not required. You don't have to have been in the class to be in the silent retreat. So if you want to do the silent retreat on October 29th, please contact Julia or me or Jeanne, and we'll let you know what's going on. So it's all day on the 29th.
You have to be silent all day?
Well, most of the day, yeah, that's what the silent retreat is. So, yeah. Most of the day, you'll be silent. But yes, and we'll get to eat too. Good food.
Thank you. I want to thank Dennis for the classes he's been leading. We've sure had a lot of fun with those. So thanks for providing that for us all week, or each week. And anybody else have anything, any other announcements? I do want to say thank you to Amy and Odey for preparing music for all week. I know you guys worked hard on it. Again, thank you for the flowers, and Dennis, thanks for coming early and setting up. Really appreciate all of you for being here today. Let's stand now. Sure.
Hi, my name is Mary Lou. And, you know, I've noticed out in the community when I go to different stores now, I try to say thank you to whoever's been waiting on me or has gone a little bit extra than what they normally would do. Like, you know, if you go into Michael's, which is overwhelming if you're trying to do something, and they help you, just to turn around and say thank you to them, and how appreciative those people are. I had an opportunity to go there the other day, and I said thank you, and this lady turned around to me and looked at me like, what do you want? Or what do you mean, thank you? What do those words mean? And I think it really would be good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's all stand now, and we'll sing our peace song. Do you have music for that? Oh. Okay, we can sing that a cappella too if you want.
There you go.
Okay. Good job.
On earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as Creator. Friendly all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous hour. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with